What is up, you guys? Welcome back to What Shall We Do Next? I have missed you guys. It's only been like one day, but I always feel like I miss you guys. Thank you for coming back and hanging out with me today. But I want to start by saying, if you're new here, please subscribe. I am on the road to 19,000 subscribers. I would love you guys to join the journey and become a What Shall We Do Next again if you're new here. Please just subscribe. There's an annotation right here. You can click that, or you can use the subscribe button down there that YouTube provides you with. Also, follow me on Google+. I don't use Google+, but I need to get like 1,000 followers so I can get my channel verified. And also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Links are down there in the description. And welcome back. We are today talking about Jeepers Creepers, the original one. Now, I forgot to check when this came out, but I know it was like 2000 something, early 2000s. So, it's your typical like slasher movie. You know, like kids go off into the middle of nowhere and the next thing they're haunted by something. It's literally just like Wrong Turn and all those other like Hills Have Eyes, outdoorsy kind of movies. Basically, Jeepers Creepers, the original. There is two. The original, the main actors. It's mainly the movie is mainly focused on a guy and a girl, both college kids, both brother and sister, and which is pretty weird, because usually movies like that usually are like a group of friends or a boyfriend and girlfriend, but it's brother and sister, and they're traveling through I think it's Michigan, somewhere in Michigan, it's middle of nowhere. I think it's based in Michigan, I'm not sure, and they're traveling home for like the end of semester, so they're coming home, and they pretty much, they're like just a typical brother and sister. They're playing games and looking at license plates and, you know, like making words out of the license plates and claiming points for whoever gets the word first. So, things like that. It's pretty straightforward brother and sister thing. It's pretty funny because, like, there's a part where they're, like, in the car and they're arguing about something. They're like, nah-uh, and then the other one will go, yeah-huh, and then they'll go, nah-uh, 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 and then the brother's like, nah, infinity. And that's just like typical brother and sister stuff. So, it's pretty good, funny, and then stuff gets pretty crazy. They have this truck. They're on this long country road, nobody there, except those. And it's a long, miles long road. There's nothing there, just like fields around them. Then this big, huge truck, and it's like gray and rusted, and like, it's got like blacked out windows, and it's souped up, and it starts going, and it's riding their tail, crashing into the back of them, going around them, and they're trying to like get out of its way. They're going into the other lane, and the truck's just going behind them, like it's going like this, following them. It won't go around them. So it's kind of like scaring them for a couple minutes. Then eventually it does go around and go away. They're terrified. They're like, what is going on? What is going on? Who was that? And then he's like, inbred, out the window. And then later on through the movie, they come across a church. The license plate on this truck was Beatingu. That was the license plate. So it looked like beating you. He was like, beating you? Yeah, you can say that again. You know, like, because of Speedy's going and stuff like that. But what it actually meant, which you find out later in the movie, is be eating you. Like, he's going to be eating you. That's what it was supposed to look like, be eating you instead of beating you. They later come across, they're driving past this church, and it's him again. It's an old abandoned church in the middle of nowhere with this pipe outside, kind of like a well. It's just a pipe coming out of the ground. And they see the truck parked outside, and whoever owns the truck, you can't see him. He's wearing like a cowboy hat and like a long black coat, throwing like these, it's obviously a body, you can see the shape, it covered in white sheets and with red stains on it. He's throwing them in there, and they're going, what is that guy doing? And then they're carry on driving. But then the guy, the creeper, who's the truck driver, he notices them, and he turns around and he watches them drive past. The next thing, he gets in his truck and he starts putting his foot down in this souped up truck, and he's going, oh, and then like, because it's Derry and Trisha, they're the brother and sister. She's like, put your foot down, Derry, and he's like, I can't go any faster. And they've got no cell phone service, all kinds of stuff. They can't get in touch with anybody for help. This truck is riding their tail. It's coming at them like maybe 100 miles an hour. You can hear it, like the souped upness, like the nitro. going zzz as it's driving down the road. It catches up to them. It runs them off the road again. And then they go back. They decide to go back to see if anybody was down that pipe that needed help. Then Derry, being a typical, like, wannabe hero kind of thing, he's like, I think we should go back just in case and see who's down there. Then there's, like, she's holding him by the feet so he can see. He's got a flashlight. He's looking down the pipe. He's hanging down the pipe by his feet. She's holding his feet. And then these rats all come running up, which causes him to kick and scream, and then she lets go of him. He goes down the pipe and ends up in the cellar of the church, which is where he finds the House of Pain. And yeah, it's a house of pain. There's basically bodies all stitched together all over the walls and all over the roof and stuff like that in this basement. Really creepy stuff. He tries to find a way out, and then he gets out, and then him and his sister go off. They find like a truck stop diner in the middle of nowhere, just like a little truck stop diner. And then they see the creeper going back up the road when they get there. They're trying to get in touch with the police. The police come, blah, blah, blah. And it goes on from there. The creeper then has the scent of them. He wants them. He knows what they've seen. He wants them. You don't know which one. I'm not going to tell you guys which one he wants, but he wants one of them because he knows what they saw. And basically, that's pretty much it. The story goes on from there. He's hunting them. He's turns out not to just be a human, but he's like this this thing that's been alive for. It's like a demon that's disguised. He has arms and legs like a human, but it's like demonic. It's been living around for thousands of years, and it never dies. It never dies, and it eats people. And that's what it turns out to be. But I'm not going to tell you guys any more than that. But if you've seen it, let me know what you guys thought. Honestly, I loved this movie. I remember watching it when I was a kid, and it scared the bejesus out of me. Like, oh man, I remember being terrified watching that when I was like a kid. But no, I've watched it since then. I actually have the 1 and 2 on DVD, and it's a really good movie. I really enjoy it. I can still watch it today because I love those kind of like old school style, like typical slasher movies, you know. So I would definitely give this movie probably, I'd give it an 8. Like, I like the idea of it being like outdoors and somebody's hunting them. But I like the idea of Wrong Turn more because they're real, like, they're real humans. They're just inbred. But when you see what Jeepers Creepers really is, and he's like this demon that flies and stuff, yeah, I didn't think that was very realistic. I thought it was pretty dumb. But if they had kept him like this redneck, inbred, like, cannibal type person that was hunting them, I guess it would have been really good, but it probably would have been too close to the likes of Wrong Turn, and it would have just been like the same movie, so it would have been pointless. But I definitely give this like an 8 out of 10. It's worth checking out if you haven't already seen it. And that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you think of Jeepers Creepers in the comment section, and let me know in the comment section any other movie requests you guys have, and I'll see you guys here next time. I love you guys. Remember to keep chasing your dreams. Peace out.